Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Stable video, and in this video we have a brand new game update titled The Truth Revealed, so let's get straight into it. To start off, we have the story continues. Can Marguerite truly put her faith and trust into the people around her? There are secrets to uncover and truths to be revealed within His Highness's archives. Within the darkness of the forest, Abigail has the same goal. The truth must be unveiled. The questline is available for those who have reached reputation level 4 with both nobles and witches. To begin the story, either Marguerite or Abigail can be spoken to. Then we have the Trail of Tales. Our new Trailblazer track has arrived, including the Westfarer set, fit going for an adventure, even one taking place around a table with friends. Time to roll for style. To progress to the trail, points are needed. The first 12 activities meaning races, quests, horse care, etc., will reward trail points. As the points add up, sweet rewards are unlocked, a total of 25 to be exact. Everyone gathers points for this trek, but only star riders are able to collect the rewards. The Trail of Tales runs until the Wednesday update on May 27th. Any clothing items not collected in the Trailblazer will be available in-game in November. We really appreciate the feedback we have received from our players regarding the changes we made on our last Trailblazer track. So basically what they're saying, the community feedback was the Star Stable community screaming at them nonstop about how they removed the Hollow Woods grinding, and especially how they put a 12-day cap on, because some people can't log into the game every day, and to complete this Trailblazer track, you really do need to log in every day. So, people only could log in for the weekends, couldn't collect all the rewards, so the community was pretty mad about that. But anyway, it is very helpful in how we continue to develop these tracks. One change we're applying thanks to the experience from our last Trailblazer track is we will now have set bonus points every weekend. Every Friday to Monday, all activities will give an extra 30 points. So I guess for the people who can't log in every day and only on the weekends, this will help them. I don't know if this will confirm them finishing the Trailblazer track, but it is very nice that Star Stable was at least acknowledging it, so that's very nice. Then we have a new Nottsoren and outfit. A new variation of the Nottsoren magical horse has joined the original in the Witch Village. This is a permanent addition to the game and is available for 900 star coins. This variation has also joined by a matching witch outfit, the Hyla set, now available in Global Store and in the Witch Village, as a homage to the loyal companions of the Saltus Coven witches. Then we have more Mahrs. There is no Night Mar. They're really here. 4 more Mar variations have joined the witches. They are available for 450 star coins each. I get these are like really good and updated pets, but 450 star coins is like half a horse. So those are just way overpriced. But anyway, we have witchy braids. Abigail's stylish braids are now available for our players in multiple colors. They can be found in the Witch Village and in Silverglade Village hair salons. Then we have Witch and Noble sets. When Marchenghast was first released, we released a Witch and Noble set through codes on our social media. These sets are now available in the Witch Village and the Marchenghast Castle, together with the horse tack to match them, for all of our witches and nobles out there. And then finally, we have a quality of life update. I talked about this like 3 times already, but let's do it again. Last week, we released a long sought after update. It's no secret, we've previously had issues when looking at other players in game. They jump before they should, slide through a fence, or cut corners like never before. Last week, we released changes in how we sync character actions that improve this. Now you'll see players jumping over fences and poles as they should, turning when they actually turned, and starting and finishing their motions at the right moments. We have also updated the character position rate. Previously, it sent a message every 500 milliseconds. This causes weird situations, especially during races where you could see players way behind you when they're actually in front of you. With this update, we have a more dynamic position update based on distance, area of interest. Characters that are close will send and receive position updates more often, 25 milliseconds. We'll still need to account for differences in each player's latency, so their positions in reality still show a slight offset, but the gap is smaller than before. This is a big step towards better character synchronization. So basically what this is saying is they're getting rid of screen delay, so this is honestly just making the quality of the game so much better, and it's really just going to help in dressage and in, championships, so you can actually know where you are, and especially in role plays, so they can actually, score you off of when you take off and land instead of having to take screen delay into consideration. So great job on this part of the update. Love that. And then coming next week, we have the story continues in Marchenghast. Together, we must remain strong for the sake of everyone on Jorvik. Then we also have some new bundles. For 7,500 star coins, you get the Nottsoren, the Hyla set, Hyla the Mar, and this additional Mar. For 5,000 star coins, you get the Hyla set with Hyla the Mar, with the additional Mar. 2,000 is just the Hyla set, and 1,000 is just the tack of the Hyla set. And then if you get pay 1 star rider, you can get the Hyla set with Hyla the Mar with the additional Mar. Okay, Star Stable also released some new soundtracks. So if you go to Spotify and you look up Star Stable, they released a new Noble soundtrack and a new Witches soundtrack. So I recommend go checking those out because they do actually sound pretty nice. And then we also got this nice little tiny story Star Stable posted. So let's just watch this real quick. Okay, so if you can see at the end here, it says the coordinates make up redeem code. So the player in this video where that player is standing, it makes up a redeem code that you can redeem for 30 star coins. You do need to do the storyline to unlock this part of the Marchenghast, so I'm just going to tell you the code now instead of showing you where it is and all that stuff. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to go to www.starstable.com. Once you get to Star Stable's homepage, you're going to click this login button. Once you've logged into your account, it's going to take you to a page like this with a little redeem code box on the side. And the new code is X91Y68. So you're just going to click redeem. And it'll say Yeehaw code redeem. You can just click close and it'll shoot the 30 star coins straight into your account. Okay, so here's the new Trailblazer track. I love the color scheme and background to it. So let's just claim our Jolly Hoof treats. And I like how the level up things are diamonds. I also find that really cool. But the first level is Jolly Hoof Treats. The second level is Quest for Leg Decorations. The third level is Quest for Iberian Saddle. The fourth level is 7-day stable care coupon. The fifth level is Quest for Ears. I like how they're giving us 3 different variations in one level, so that's like a 3-for-1 price. Level 6, we have the Quest for Leggings. Level 7, we have the Happy Hoof Treats. Level 8, we have the Quest for Bridle. Level 9, we have the free appearance change coupon. Level 10, we have the quest for our gloves. Level 11, we have 7-day stable care coupon. Level 12, we have the quest for our boots. Level 13, we have the large jar of wisdom. Level 14, we have the quest for our saddle pad. Level 15 is the travel dust. Level 16 is Jolly Hoof Treats. Level 17 is 7-day stable care coupon. Level 18 is quest for our top. Level 19, Shiny Gemstone. Level 20 is Large Jar of Wisdom. Level 21 is Horseshoes from the Master Blacksmith. Level 22 is 7-day stable care coupon. Level 23 is the quest for our saddlebag. Level 24 is the Jolly Hoof Treats. And finally, level 25 is the quest for our headpiece. I think Star Stable did a great job on this new outfit. I feel like it just goes together perfectly. And I love that they included all the ears and the headpiece and the nice little, red and blighted theme. I just think it looks amazing. So great job on this Star Stable. Okay, so here we are at the Veiled Hamlet, and here is the new Nottsoren variation. As you can see, it went for, a nice red and black theme. I think Star Stable did a great job designing this Nottsoren, especially the wings. So yeah, let's just buy this horse, and I'll see you guys when I find a name. Okay, so I'm gonna name this horse Sorceress, and this horse is going to be a Mayor Eternal. And let's buy it, Sorceress. Welcome to the stable. Thank you for joining the stable. And let's ride now, obviously. And honestly, this horse is just absolutely amazing. Star Stable, I love these Nordstorns. Keep adding them because I'll keep buying them. So yeah, again, great job on this horse, Star Stable. Also in Global Store, we have a wonderful outfit to match this Nordstorm. Okay, so here's the new Hyla set they released. I think they did a very nice job on this outfit. It's just, the same as all their other witch sets, just in a different color variation. So like I said, again, I think it looks amazing. Star Stable did a great job on this outfit. This is honestly something I don't really regularly wear in Star Stable unless it's Marchenghast update day. So I don't think I'm gonna buy much from this outfit. The one thing I really do want though is this hat because I love the black fading to red. So I am gonna buy this hat, but I am gonna hold off on the rest. Okay, I actually changed my mind. I am also gonna be picking up this top right here. And then finally, we're gonna be picking up this Mar named Hyla. Okay, I actually changed my mind again, and we're also gonna be getting this saddle. Okay, so this is the set I ended up making for this horse. I think it looks very nice, and I like how the horse outfit and Mar match all together nicely. So great job on this, Star Stable. And then the final thing we're going to be checking out at the tack shop is this new Nobles and Witches sets. Also, they did release the clothing for the Team Witches and Team Witch outfits. It's just it's not showing up for me in Global Store as I already claimed them when they gave out the free codes. But if you did not claim them for the free codes, they are also in Global Store for Star Coins and Jorvik Shillings in case you missed them. And honestly, I love this tack so much. It looks very nice. So I am actually going to be buying a few pieces. So to start off, I'm definitely buying this saddle pad. I love the tassels on it. I'm also really liking this saddle, so I'm also going to get this saddle as well. And that's it from the Nobles outfit that I will be getting. And then we have the same thing for the Team Witches outfit. So here is the Team Witches set. I think Star Stable did a great job on this set as well. And from this set, I will be buying these leg wraps with Jorvik Shillings. Then I will also be buying this saddle pad along with this very nice Iberian saddle. And then finally, that very nice Team Witches fossil. Okay, Star Stable also did a great job on those Team Witches and Team Noble sets. But now that we're done checking out all the outfits that they released, we also got some new hairstyles to match Abigail's hairstyles in the game. So let's take a quick look at these. Okay, and that hairstyle is these two braids, and we have it in multiple different colors. We have it in brown, black, a lighter black, dark brown, red, dirty blonde, blonde, white, purple fading to black, and a blonde fading to pink. So these are all some very nice color variations. I don't know if I ever will use this style of hair, but I really do like this color of braids. So I'm actually just gonna buy this hairstyle because I really do actually like that. I'm not going to wear it because I don't really like the hairstyle in general. But I really do like that color combo, so I'm just gonna buy it anyway. But those are some very nice new hairstyles Star Stable added. Okay, and without further ado, let's get straight into the new storyline quest. Ah, it's been a while. Let's talk. That meeting at Trude's hut was doomed to fail. Clearly, Marguerite's still clinging to her old beliefs, and even if she really is sincere, she'll never stand up to the Duke. But I don't blame you and Licorice for trying. I can see you're trying to improve things around here. The rest of the coven was furious that I even talked to the enemy without consulting them. I thought they were going to banish me. I wouldn't be the first one. But sisters have seen your hard work. You keep showing up, that you care for the beast, and you assist in our rituals. They can't deny that. To be honest, you give me a lot to think about our hatred for the castle folk, the wars, and everything else. I don't know what to believe anymore, but it is what it is. Either way, we still need your help. All of us are working hard to study the Blight, and we're getting tired. I'm just going to say thank you, that you continue to make yourself useful around here. It means a lot to me. We know you're sincere and dependable. From the beginning, you choose to trust and understand us. So it's only fair we give you something in return. All the sisters have agreed to tell you the truth about the veil. I know you have a lot of questions. Who's to blame for the blight? Who started the war? What is the veil? In short, what went so horribly wrong here? Unfortunately, I don't have all the answers, but I can explain about the veil. You'll get why it matters. I am honored that you trust me, Abigail. Haha, don't get ahead of yourself, but you're not the enemy. I know that much. You've seen and felt the veil before. It was the first time you came into the Marchenghast from Jorvik. Guess you had a strange feeling when you went through it? Wait, you should have seen it with your own eyes. Meet me at the drawbridge, just outside the castle. And there she goes teleporting. Oh, it must be that weird bubble thing near the drawbridge, but Lucia didn't seem aware of it. Oh shoot, Lucina. She's been so curious about the Marchioness for ages, and I even got to talk to her since Cape West. Once things have calmed down over here, I gotta go tell her everything I've learned. Okay, so we finally get to go see what that veil is, so this quest is getting very interesting. There you are. I didn't want to stick around too long, so I wouldn't beat around the bush. The veil is an extremely powerful spell, and it was us, the witches of the Saltis Coven, who cast it. It forms a magical barrier around the whole entire Marchenghast lands and separates us from the rest of Jorvik. We're all inside the veil right now, castle folk, the whole forest, every living being in it. Simply put, the spell strongly shows the passage of time for these lands. In fact, time has almost stopped for us, and I think it's been a while. You're going to ask, why on earth did the Saltus sisters do such a thing? What was our goal? When the blight appeared out of nowhere, it very quickly infected plants, animals, and people. It was spreading like a wildfire. We didn't know what to do. It was awful to see all beasts suffering. We had to do something to protect them. So we combined all the energy we had and cast our veil magic in the desperate attempt to erase the blight. And we failed. The only thing we did was slow it down, and it came at a huge cost for us. Since then, we've done our best to care for the beasts. A whole area almost frozen in time. I guess it must be hard to believe. We're in the early 21st century in Jorvik. What year is it for you? No idea. We don't use the same calendar as the outside world. Oh, one more thing. We usually cast that spell to hide things in plain sight, like our hamlet, so we think it may have had some ripple effect in Jorvik. But the fact that you're able to hear Ligorish's call for help and come here proves one thing. The veil is getting weaker, and that would explain why the blight is growing stronger again. If we don't do anything soon, it will be too late. But we can't give in to fear, all right? A few of us are preparing for the worst. There is not much else we can do for now, besides keep up with the good work. Let's go back to the hamlet. By the way, since I made you come all the way here, I guess I could transport you back with me, unless you'd rather stay here. Yes, please transport me back with you. All right, here we are. That's it. Now you know how we ended up in this situation. Whatever happens in the future, the blight is still causing immense suffering to the beast here and now. If you're up for it, there's one more thing you can do to help us. Go to Trude's hut and meet Diana, one of her sisters. A lot of Mar usually nest there, so probably where you'll find her. Diana has a special bond with a Mar, and they're often the only company she keeps. Sometimes she's gone from the helmet for days. I'm so happy to see she has such a deep connection with the beast. After all, that connection is the same reason why the first sisters formed our coven. But the last couple of years, it's been tough on all of us, and since Diana has spent more and more time away, I'm a little worried about her. Can you go to Trude's hut and make sure she's fine? Also check if she needs any help with the Mar, please. Alright, and let's go head over to Trude's hut. Hi, hello there. My name is Diana. I'm a green wing in the Saltis Coven. I've heard good things about you. Amar, aren't they gorgeous? They fly so freely out here, especially because we're away from that poisonous fog. I could listen to them for hours. Sometimes they talk about a time I can barely imagine. What brings you here? Are you also here to visit the Mar? Why are you here and not at the hamlet? I prefer being here. It's so quiet and peaceful, away from everything, you know? I always seem to collect wandering seeds and bring them back to their nests. But lately, fewer of them been turning up at the nest, and I'm worried they might be lost in the forest, or worse. You seem to at least understand some of them. Then you can sense why they're so important to the forest and to us. Could you please help me? Race through the forest and find them, and they'll follow your lantern. Please help the Mar find their way back here. We can't let them stay out there. Are you ready? I hope your glamour lantern will guide the Mar safely back here. You ride with such grace. Thank you. I'm forever grateful. And so are the Mahrs, it seems. Okay, and then we got level 2 of the Trailblazer, so that's always nice. That turned into a daily that gives you 170 horse XP, 50 Yorvik shillings, 50 XP with the Saltish Coven Witches, and 10 to the Marchenghast Blight Rewards board. Okay, so now we have a quest with Abigail as well. A welcome sight as always. Your dedication has not gone unnoticed. One could even say you're building quite a reputation. More importantly, because they're growing used to seeing beasts around, my people seem to be less afraid of them. Not all of them, though. I never thought I would live the day where beasts would walk into the castle grounds once more. However, there's still much to do. I had a gnawing feeling ever since meeting with Abigail and what she said about my family's past, the sixth hammer and the blight. Can it be true that the witches did not cause the blight? If not them, who? Yesterday, I finally mustered the courage to voice my doubts with father. When he heard I had met with a witch, I have never seen him so angry. He said I was being reckless and putting the people in danger. If I disobeyed his orders again, he would have me locked up. At last, his hatred for the witches and beasts runs deep. Am I fooling myself? Can we even trust the witches? Regardless, the last few days I have confirmed what I have suspected for a long time. The witches know far more about the truth than I do, and so does father. It matters not now. I have come to rely on you very much. Will you stay by my side as I search for the truth about my family? I cannot help thinking of it that something much darker has been hidden from me. There are shameful chapters in my family's history, and I have started doubting what I was taught. About witches, about beasts, and about what within the castle walls themselves before war. I have spoken to our scholars and read every book I could find in my library, to no avail. Therefore, I have no choice but to sneak into my father's personal archives. The only place I was not able to access are my father's personal archives in the main keep. That's where he keeps most of his precious books. When Abigail spoke about the sixth hammer, it reminded me of a book I saw once. I think it was called The Hammer of Witches. Perhaps we can find the answers in that book. I hate to rely on you so much, but could you please give it a try? Perhaps you can find a way in, or convince the guards to let you enter. Books, you got it. I'll be in and out before the Duke notices. Marvelous. I'm counting on you. I hope it will help us understand this conflict better. I hope you understand why I cannot go myself. I do not think it would be wise of me to enter the archives myself under these circumstances. Opposing my father's publicity, I shudder to imagine the consequences. In any case, please be careful. Halt. I'd like to request access to His Highness's archives. We're under strict orders from His Highness himself. He has forbidden anyone from entering the archives. Who sent you? Lady Marguerite? No, that Duke is most vexed with her. Please, it's very important. It could help me prevent another war. Look, the Duke said no exceptions. I know you're trying to help, but bringing beasts into the castle, that's not right. What if one of them goes rapid again and attacks someone? And if those evil witches want another war, let them come. We're ready to defend our home. Now, be gone with you. All right, that was rude. Let's take a look around the main keep. There's got to be another way in. Okay, so I guess we're just gonna look for a back entrance now. No way I can climb that. Yeah, what if I stack ladders and no, that wouldn't be safe. Huh? There's really no way in at all? This is new. Let's try to go back to Marguerite and see if she has any ideas. No one can enter the archives? Why would father do that? As I feared, he would not go such lengths, unless there was an important secret he desperately wanted to protect. I wonder if this has to do with the abandoned Bailey. It's been unused for decades, but in that case, why can no one enter it? This is quite troubling for me. I require some time to reflect upon this. But I know one thing. From now on, I shall listen to my own feelings more and act accordingly. You and I are doing the right thing, I'm certain of it, and I know we can count on Hans to help us improve the well-being of the beasts, now more than ever. Hans inspired me to be brave. For years he fought for our old prejudices against the beasts, and even stood up to his own duke before the war. We have to continue caring for the beasts that need us, day after day, and thanks to your efforts, I hope we will slowly change people's minds. When Hans brought up a request with me, I answered that he could count on your help. Could you please have a word with him? He will be in the alley as usual. Has Lady Marguerite sent you? Lady Marguerite came to see me the other day. She wanted to thank me for doing the right thing, but we're not doing nearly enough for your highness, I said, and she agreed. It is a relief to have people like Lady Marguerite and yourself sharing my views on beasts and speaking up. But what matters is what we do, not what we say. Our treatment of beasts has been nothing short of disgraceful. Thanks to you, some people are starting to change their minds a little, but it's about time. You know that last night I heard a Waldfengen howl in pain just outside the castle. It was heartbreaking. How can anyone see them as monsters? They're just mystical beasts suffering under blight, just like us. We are the people of Marchenghast, and this is our duty to help our neighbors. Together, we have to do our best to treat it. Find the beast in the forest and bring it back here. In the meantime, I will ask our veterinarian for some ointment. Okay, and we found the Waldfengen. And I guess we have to lead it, or do we follow it? Okay, it goes by itself. Poor creature, the blood has really taken a toll on it, as I feared. Here, take this salve. According to the veterinarian, it will clean the wounds and soothe pain. How about you first look at the wound itself? Oh, you're in bad shape. Where does it hurt? Let's take a look at you. Let's inspect its tail first. Oh no, your tail is wriggling around more than usual. It's trying to shake off something. Let's treat that. Oh, look at that. Oh, wait, we need to select them. Okay. Here we go. Oh, wait, those are wounds? Gosh, those are some pretty big wounds. And there we go. We cured the Waldfengen. Thank you. Without you, who knows what would have happened to this poor creature? With the salve I gave you, you will be able to treat their wounds, and I know I can count on you. I will return this Waldfengen to the forest now. And this also turns into a new daily for 100 York shillings, 175 horse XP, 50 points to the Marchenghast Castle, and 10 points to the Blight Progression Board. Okay, so we have a new daily for the castle and the Veiled Hamlet to move on with our progression board. So we have a new Mar race in the forest, and then we also have a new Waldfengen curing quest in the Marchingast for some new daily quests. So that's very nice. Then, as you can see here on the story progression, we unlocked a lot of new levels we can go through. So as you can see, we can go through all of these levels that are still available, and then it stops right here, and that is starting to be available on May 6th. Then also the new rewards that unlocked for the progression board is this new Blighted Warrior hair. It's kind of just a shorter type of hair, and the color is black. Then we have Blighted Warrior makeup. So looks like we have, some creepy eye dripping makeup there. And then here we have the Blighted Warrior leggings. It's just, some black leggings. And then we have the Blighted Warrior saddlebag. It's just a black saddlebag. I really do like the pattern on the leather there. Looks nice. Then we have the Blighted Warrior saddle pad. Same thing. I really like that, design on it, or like the fabric design. And again, this is black. Then here we have the Blighted Warrior clawed gloves. So it's just some black gloves with the bright red claws. And then finally, we have the Blighted Warrior armor, which is a black shirt with a ton of blight designs on it. So this looks very nice, and great job making these rewards for us. And yeah, just can't wait to get to claiming these. Starseal also released this new information book that's next to Marguerite, and also at like that altar table in the Veiled Hamlet. And if you click on it, you can read some information about the blight and stuff, and then you can also read some stuff about creatures. So you can read about the Mar. Then we have the Nucus. Then we have the Waldfengen. We have Petrified Blight. Then we have Blight Fog. Then we have Glimmer Lantern. Then we have Wandering Seeds. Then we have Lantern Trees. And finally, we have Lantern Sapling. So that's a nice little lore book Star Stable added into the Marchingast. Okay, guys, so I quickly completed all my dailies for today for both Marchingast Castle and the Veiled Hamlet, and I did unlock level 5. So now we can continue the quest line with each sides, and then we will continue with them next week once we unlock more. Since we could not enter the archives, I resorted to a more direct approach. I confronted my father yesterday and inquired about the abandoned Bailey. His reaction was brutal and alarming. I could barely recognize my own father behind all the rage. It was as if he was in a different person. Now he knows what I am after, but I care not. You and I shall get into that place today, whether if he approves of it or not. The abandoned bailey, it is that closed-off area located to the east part of the castle. According to historians, it was used to be a dungeon in the Middle Ages, but it was closed over a century ago. I have managed to obtain the key to that gate. However, it is blocked by a petrified blade, stronger than I have ever seen. I was unable to break it. How did you get that key? I borrowed the key from a certain place. Father insists on me keeping it in the dark. He leaves me no other choice. Whatever is in the abandoned bailey, it's more important than anything else right now. Come on, let's ride to the gate. I have wasted too much time being afraid. This is the gate. As you can see that the petrified bright looks very difficult from the fossils we have seen before. Would you mind taking a closer look at it? The blight gives me a strange feeling. In any case, we absolutely need to get rid of this before it's too late. Okay, that is a lot. The blight is very strong and high. We need to make your magic lance very much stronger. How can we do that? I cannot explain exactly how it can be done, but Ernest, the best blacksmith in all of Marchenghast, I trust him. In my research, I found some old scrolls. Our blacksmith wrote that mage who shared his secrets with us made sure we could only use a fraction of that Pandoric energy, so they believed they could harness the power of shards more efficiently by reforging them. Ernest knows what I know, so please speak with him at the forge. I'm staying here. I'm not going anywhere until I have seen what's behind that gate. Hello. Well, if it isn't you, I keep seeing you riding past here and helping out. There's not much I appreciate more than a hard worker. What's that look in your face? What's the matter? Blight is growing stronger and spreading across the castle. That sounds bad. It must be why Marguerite showed me that old scroll. She was looking for a way to improve magic lances without using any shards. No one has ever tried this for centuries, but we need to do our best. Don't worry, I will guide you the whole time. Okay, so we need to use the forge first, right here. There we go. Use the anvil. It doesn't look like the timer is going down, so it looks like you have unlimited time to do this. And then we have to use the water. And then use the forge again. And then use the forge again. And then use the forge again. Use the forge a fourth time? How hot does this need to be? And then use the water. And then use it on the anvil. Use on the anvil again. Use on the anvil again. Is this randomized or did they set it like this? Is that rare to have it that many times in a row? I don't know. We did it. Well done. Now let me finish this up for you. Some beautiful work, if I dare say so myself. A pity that we need it because of such desperate times. Your magic lance is now more powerful. A word of advice before you leave. If you ever cross paths with the Duke, never say anything about this magic lance we forged for you. The situation is bad enough as it is. If you ask me, Lady Marguerite is our only hope. It will be hard, but I know she will lead us to brighter days. Run along now, and please don't let anything happen to her. Come on, let's return to Marguerite. Time to figure out what's in that abandoned valley. Impressive work as always. I knew I could count on you and Ernest to make your Pandoric lance stronger. I'm afraid of what we'll find on the other side. Whatever father wanted to keep a secret, let us see the truth for ourselves at last. If you manage to rid us of the petrified blade that blocks the passage, I will unlock the gate. Ready? First, let's find and destroy the fragments. Okay? There's one. Okay. There's two. And there's three. Unveil the other side. Oh, it didn't work. Never mind. Got it. Done. Your turn, Marguerite. Open it. Alright, here she comes. I can already see the blight growing back on the door. Right, it's time. Are you ready? And the door's open. I actually already spoiled this in my spoiler video, but yeah, it's a really cool place. They definitely use this to like torture witches or animals of some sort. This is like such a cool area. This by 18. We must face it. Come on. Cages, spikes, bones. This is a horrendous stench. I have no words. What exactly happened here? I dread to think about it. I can only imagine the torment beasts were subjected to here. All these beasts were haunted, caged, tortured, killed even. Did those people do this out of hatred or fear, or was it only for sport? The reasons do not matter when the result is this. Okay, so we're next to like the little furnace thing. Oh, Marguerite's dismounting. The character animations are so good with the new Marchenghast. This is barbaric. Father, how could you allow such a thing? There she goes. She's inspecting the cages. I wonder how old is her father if they've been stuck in time? Like, has he been alive for like 1,000 years? Oh, she seems surprised. I need to. Uh-oh, what is she doing? Oh, she's crying now. This is like a whole roller coaster. Okay, I don't even know what's happening anymore. I'm just like playing along. She's still crying. She's getting on. I appreciate you giving me time to gather my spirits. I was not prepared for this cruelty. That my ancestors used to hunt and mistreat beasts, and it's known for part of our history. However, that tradition was supposed to have been abandoned a long time ago. But this recent and took place right under our noses, how could I have been so blind? I have had enough of my father, of his secrets and cruel games. I refuse to be a coward like him, hiding away in his keep. What are you gonna do? All this time, I thought the witches were the only ones to blame, when my family is so guilty of so many sins. It is no wonder the witches wanted revenge. This is why they started the war. Is this why the beast attacked us? I cannot repair all the damage that has been done. However, I will do everything in my power to change this, no matter the consequences. Sooner or later, I will have to face him. Thank you for helping me be courageous. We shall speak again soon. Okay, that was actually very entertaining. I actually cannot wait to see like where the storyline goes from now because it seems to be getting to the most exciting part. I really can't wait to go into His Highness's palace or like castle or like his like huge mansion or whatever you want to call it. That looks like it's going to be a fun place to discover and the secrets inside. So that was a really cool quest. But now we also unlocked level 5 for the Veiled Hamlet. So let's go see Abigail's quest as well. Okay, and here we are with Abigail. Hello, nice to see you again. There's something I want to tell you. Look, you have to realize how hard it is for us to only rely on outsiders. We've been burned too many times, but you've done so much good here. We all know it. Thank you so much. Know that I trust you. I trust you with my life. Thanks. I'm here to help in any way I can. We really do need your help, now more than ever. Everything has happened recently. The war, the blight, we lost our ancestors. It's been really tough, you know? But I was taught to hide how I felt. But you've opened my eyes. Thanks to you, I see that she was wrong and that we're all wrong. Now I'm allowed to have emotions and ask for help, and that doesn't make me weak. So I want to open up a few and tell you about the history of the forest and the castle. You and I are going to a place called the Old Watchtower. Maybe you've already seen it in the forest and wonder why it's closed off. Well, the watchtower used to belong to us, not the castle folk. There was another hamlet there. It was way before my time, long before the last war and the blight. There was a lot of more witches back then. I've always refused to go there. I couldn't handle it, but I think it's time. The more I think about it, the more it feels right to go visit the old watchtower with you. We both need to see it. I think I need you there with me. Ooh, and then we get this nice Marchenghast forest hat with this. So that's always nice. I always love the witches' hats. They always look so nice. I will ask Literish to come with us. They and I have talked about what's there so many times. It means a lot to the Mar, too. The old watchtower is west of here, on the other side of the forest, not far from the castle. You'll see why. And there she goes teleporting, leaving me behind as always. And here we are. Here we are. It's harder than I thought. I'm not ready. When our ancestors were forced to leave this place, they cast a spell to preserve our history and culture. I guess they were hoping to come back here sooner or later. But they never did. No more a human entered this town for a very long time. But here we are with you, Abigail. Thank you both. All right, let's go. Is this the same veil as the one by the drawbridge? Not really. It looks similar because it's rooted in the same magic, but it's a different spell. Our ancestors sealed this entrance using a password, just one word. It was passed down to my mother, then to me, but until today, I couldn't bear seeing this place for myself. What was once hidden will now be revealed. Friend. Okay, I actually really want to see, can we climb up that ladder? Abigail, what's wrong? I'm imagining how they must have felt, being driven out of your home just because the enemy wants your kind gone. Come on, don't back out, don't back out. I want to see this. This was the largest hunt ever. The House of Marchenghast was allied with the Sixth Hammer, but it doesn't matter who started it. Over the course of history, witches have done so many horrible things to them, too. This scroll shows how life used to be. It's incredible that it has been so well preserved all this time, so the stories you and I know, they are true. According to our legends, a group of people came to Jorvik sometime after the fall of the Roman Empire. They rejected society and settled on this saltus, or forested hill in Latin. They chose to devote their lives to beasts, and over time they learned how to harness magic. Witches Mara, Waldfang, Nukas, Fendrum, and Nottsoren, and many beast kinds, they all lived together for centuries. When the House of Marchenghast settled on Jorvik, they built the castle you see today, but all they did was build on what existed before, a sort of sanctuary for witches and beasts. Every stone that you see in the castle's foundation was carefully carved and laid by a sister to stand the test time. The same rocks were used to build the watchtower and our huts. But in the end, we lost the sanctuary. Let's continue. I want to see the hamlet where my ancestors lived. Okay, before we do that, can I climb up this ladder? Okay, no, that sucks. Yes, here we are. I grew up hearing tales about this view. Can you even picture how the forest used to be before the blight? Marchenghast Forest, witches and beasts, had a different name for it. It was called the Serene Forest. Serene Forest? It must have been a vibrant, stunning place. Although the watchtower itself was closed, some of my kind have reclaimed the hamlet and built new nests. At least it's become a home again. Litterish speaks in a beast tongue with the other Mar. You don't understand what they say. They seem to be overjoyed to see each other. I feel sad, angry, and relieved all at once. The witches that had to flee this hamlet and never got to feel the hope I am feeling now, thanks to you. But the truth be told, we're just as much to blame for this as the nobles. They persecuted us during the witch hunts, but my ancestors stopped at nothing to try and harm them as well. The beasts have things to atone for us as well. Centuries of aggression and violence, all for nothing. Hey, look what I just found in the hamlet. This hat is different from yours, Abigail. Take it. Oh, thank you, Literish. It's so beautiful. Imagine this. One of my ancestors wore it. Who knows? Maybe it dates back to the sanctuary, but I think you should keep it. Not me. Where would I be without you? I don't want to know. Please, it'll mean a lot to me if you accept it. See it as a symbol of our friendship. I'm going to need some time on my own after all this. We'll talk soon, all right? That was a very, very, very good quest. I love that so much. And here's the new hat. I think it's very nice. It's like blacks with some, like fading to white there. And then it has the normal, black fading to red little antennas on it. But anyway, that is it for the Marching Gas quest line this week. I'll keep on doing my daily so I can unlock more of the storyline next week so we can keep on chugging through this storyline together. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye, guys.